Humm, baby.
Enjoy this great game.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and today I'm going to talk about something that I haven't even really talked about yet because I didn't even want to make a video on this the day of or the day after the Dodgers World Series championship because it just kind of spoiled everything, and it's just unfortunate that this had to happen. And of course, not surprising, 2020 coronavirus is going to be on every corner, and you know, we got all this far and there was no issues throughout the playoffs. Almost forgot this thing was even happening, you know, loving baseball, and all of a sudden in the 8th inning, Justin Turner gets pulled from the game because he has a positive coronavirus test. And as it turns out, he actually tested inconclusive before the game started. They decided it was okay, you know, let's let him play. Dodgers need him, and you know, we don't want to ruin the World Series because of a inconclusive test that turns out to be negative, when most likely it is going to be negative. So they let him play it, and I don't have a problem with that. In the 8th inning, turns out he's positive. Obviously, once you have a positive test, you got to pull him from the game, and that makes perfect sense. To put him in isolation, put Edwin Rios in there, everything is fine. Dodgers still win the World Series, and everything is perfectly fine. I don't think it would have been that big of a deal at that point. The problem becomes when Justin Turner decides to head out there anyway against Protocols and celebrate with his teammates, which I'm just going to say, first of all, that I can certainly understand why he would want to do that. I mean, I've played sports. My sophomore high school JV team won the championship, and I could not imagine not being out there with my team in the celebration. And if they told me, oh, you can't celebrate with your team today, we got to pull you 8th inning, and you're going to go have to sit in a room somewhere while your team celebrates the championship because you have a flu or something, I'd have been like, what? I do not think so. But obviously the whole outlook is different right now with a world pandemic, and you know, the economy closing, and masks everywhere, and understanding the season almost got canceled. It's a whole different situation than just someone not feeling well or having a flu or something in a normal year. So it's understandable that they would not want him to be out there. Obviously, he's already positive, definitely positive, but I can understand why he would really want to be out there. So I'm not going to try to demonize Justin Turner and call him all the things that people are calling him. People are wishing death upon this guy. He's this selfish, horrible human being, blah, blah, blah. Like, let's just settle down. Yes, I think it was a mistake to go out there for a couple reasons. One is the obvious, that you don't want to spread the thing, and I understand these are healthy athletes, and most of them, they could get it and they're not going to die from it, but we're trying to contain it because the more people that get healthy athletes could also spread it to other people, and eventually susceptible people could get it. I mean, I'm just trying to take the common sense stance of, you know, yes, he should not have gone back out there, and if he was going to go back out there, maybe for a team picture with his mask on, get the picture. You know, maybe take the mask off, boom, picture, mask on, get out of there. Maybe, I mean, I'm not even saying that was necessary. It wasn't, and probably shouldn't have happened. But if anything, maybe that he's gonna take a team picture, get him out there as quick as possible, get him out. But that's not what happened. He was hanging out for a while, hugging, and it was a bad look. So, like I said, 2 reasons why I don't agree with that move. Number one, the obvious is that you don't want to spread this thing any more than is, you know, that is going to happen naturally from just trying to live some kind of normal life, or something that resembles a normal life. You know, I don't agree with just everyone huddling in a corner with their masks on in their own houses, and that does nothing, and closing everything. I think that's going to be more damaging than anything. But if someone is confirmed positive, then I think that person definitely should isolate and quarantine. But the second reason why I don't think that this was a good idea for Justin Turner and the Dodgers was because now every news story is only talking about that. And I waited 2 days because I didn't want to, you know, be part of just ruining this whole thing. But now I'm going to talk about it because it is a huge story. I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. But yeah, it just ruined the whole World Series for the Dodgers. And now you search Dodgers World Series, all you're going to get is, oh, Justin Turner, selfish. Justin Turner, terrible person. Justin Turner ruining out there, spreading the coronavirus, killer. He's killing people. Like, no, I'm not going to go to that extreme. But that's what, by doing that, that's what it caused for the news. Because, you know, the news is far left leaning. The news doesn't even like having sports. The news hates sports. They don't want anything to exist because they have an agenda right now until the election is over. They're crazy right now. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm not trying to get off of the radar of sports and baseball, but that's what I see happening. And if they have a chance to push how dangerous the coronavirus is and how terrible a person is for getting out there and not, social distancing or quarantining, especially if they're positive, they're going to be all over that. Oh, and a World Series championship game, they're all over it. And it really spoiled the end of the season. And I tried to ignore it, but it really can't be ignored because the more every day I look for what to talk about, what to make a video on, and all I see is Justin Turner, selfish. Like I said, I can understand why he wants to be out there. I can understand why his teammates want him to be out there. But there should have been, Major League Baseball should have had somebody. I mean, it's tough. You can't maybe physically restrain him, but you can keep him from coming out on the field because you keep fans from coming out on the field. Yes, you're free. You can go wherever you want. You can do whatever you want. This is America, but the field is private property. And if you're deemed not allowed to go on the field, you're not allowed to go on the field. Justin Turner probably should have been deemed not allowed to go on the field just to avoid this fiasco, to keep your safety protocols in place. And that's how I feel about it. But at the same time, I'm not going far left. I don't think Justin Turner's a terrible person. I don't think that at all. I think that it was just a bad decision in the moment where it's nothing you want in the world. There's nothing on your mind other than getting out there and celebrating with your team. And Major League Baseball allowed him to do it. They allowed him to do it. So, that's where we're at. But give me your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Like I said, I'm definitely not for it. I think he should not have gone out there. But at the same time, I'm not going to demonize him. We all make mistakes. We all do things that aren't the best. But, I can understand why he wanted to go out there. So give me your thoughts down below on this. Let me know what you think. And, I'm a rare opinion that actually is kind of somewhere in the middle, and that's probably going to get destroyed, but that's where I'm at. I'm not going to go hardcore either way. I'm just going to tell you, I don't agree with him going out there, but I understand why he did. So you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you next time. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.